Haven't touched this in ages, and it is super disgusting. Told you dust. Oh, it's all gray. I just touched it like I wiped some off and it goes like everywhere. Interesting. Oh. The inside looks pretty good. Not the game though. It's kind of dirty. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean her room because my mom's gonna show him the house apparently. So yeah, let's kill. Let's kill. Hi guys. And I didn't vlog yesterday. I also just showed you a picture of the mountains. Actually, where I was in the mountains was I was with my grandma. Grandma got sick. We were over there, taking care of her. Not taking care of her, but like watching her, I guess you could say. I don't know how to say it, but I don't know if I should recorded her or not. I don't know if I should recorded her or not. So I did record some on my iPod. That's my mom first. So she was sick, and when we found out, well, her stomach was bloated, and she looked like she was pregnant. That's how big it was. Okay. And what happened was that it was like, I think it was like 3 different things or 2 things. It was either her intestines flipped or her colon flipped. I'm trying to figure that out. One of those 2 flipped, or they both flipped. And then she had a gallbladder, and her gallbladder had some stuff on it, so they called it a porcelain gallbladder. They were saying how she would need to go into emergency surgery, otherwise she could die. And to untie her intestine or colon. What they had to do was go to emergency surgery. They said that she could die from either way. That when they cut the intestines, when they cut it, you need to unloosen it and then put it back together. And he said if he couldn't put it back together, she would have a bag. So that wasn't good either. And my tia didn't want to do a DNR because she could kill a vegetable if they do resuscitate her. She goes through something that's bad. She goes into problems. And then they found out that her potassium was low. And we don't know why it was low either. So they said that that could also be bad during surgery. And that it could create heart failure during. So her gallbladder, if they decided to leave the gallbladder there, which was to my tia, that she would have cancer in 2 years and die. So my tia did say that they wanted to take it out also. And then they were saying a whole bunch of things that could go wrong in the surgery. Not besides the ones I told you already, but like more things, but I can't really remember right now because it's just so. And then when they did they had to go through surgery, and it took 2 hours. Because he said it could take it up to 1 to 2 hours. So during the surgery, they had to give her more potassium during the surgery, more blood, mostly everything so she can go well during the surgery. But because some things that they would give her could also have a side effect, they decided to just go for it and hope for the best. And then she went to surgery for 2 hours, and some family members came and they told us that she was already out. Because what they have at the place is this board. I think I have pictures of it, and I'll show you. And I'll even show you this in footage. So, they have a board, and they show you the doctor's name and the different colors that they have on your patient's surgery. Like, I think yellow is preparation, green is in surgery, and blue is resting. And then I think the other 3 or 2 colors I didn't really pay attention to. So yeah, so she was in surgery, but the board said that she was in surgery still for like another 3 hours. Not another 3 hours, for another hour. So it was like 3 hours. But my cousin came and said that she was out of surgery already. We went up to the room that we found out what room she was going to be when she was out before she even got in. So we just went because we were assuming that she's supposed to be done by at least 1 to 2 hours. So we were waiting for like 3 hours. So we had to go up there, and we went over there to the lady, and she's like, we're like, what room is this? And she went, it's over there. And then the lady, we went, oh, she's not here yet. She's like, never mind. We had to wait. We did go see her, but we had to be kicked out because, not kicked out, but we had to get out of the room because a whole bunch of people were coming in for testing, to see if she's fine with her blood and everything, and her blood pressure and her. She has diabetes, so they also need to check that, and they need to check her potassium levels and all that stuff, you know. So they regulated everything, and they told us that they did get out everything. But then when they took out the gallbladder, they found something in there. They said they found stones, and that it was really hard. That it was like a rock, basically. That's what he told us. It was basically like a rock. So he took us out, and now he's going to test it to see if it's cancer. I have it 24 hours. I think 24 hours has passed already. I haven't heard anything bad, so I think she's okay now. Now we just need to get results from the gallbladder testing. But I think she's okay with that because she's a strong person. I mean, she survived this, that she could survive anything, basically. That's what I think. And they also said that when the test ends, the thing connected to the colon, there's another little intestine thing there. That's what he basically said. It's like this big. It's like this big. That's what he said. Or something like that. And it turned out to be like up to here to like over here. So you see how big that is. So like he said, and then he said that he had to cut it and shorten it and sew it back up. So then it was like a bunch of different things we didn't even know that she had before, but we were able to fix it, luckily that. And then we asked why. Well, that such as the body stretches it itself over time. Not over time, but like in the period of time that she was having those aches and stomach aches, so the body just stretched. Something like that. Yeah. So now we're just waiting for her stitches to heal, and I think we're gonna go visit her, and whenever you left and everything, and they had to keep a nurse in there so she, to make sure she doesn't take off her IVs and stuff or pick on a scar or anything like that, because she also has Alzheimer's, so that means that she forgets after 3 minutes of what you told her. So we did go visit her, and she looked fine. She looked way better than she did the last 2 days because she was sick for 2 days, and she didn't get to eat for 2 days because of her intestines. So if she ate, it would burst or something that would happen. And then we had to make sure she didn't eat for surgery, so she didn't eat for 2 days. She was in the hospital yesterday, but the day before yesterday, she was in her home. I visited her, and she was kind of drowsy, and she was still like hallucinating with her medicine. And she looked around, just looked good. She was hallucinating. But she was like really tired also, so we left. Uncle's coming. She's fine, like she's completely fine now. Like that's amazing. I feel like that was like a miracle. This was with all the things that the doctor telling us was a whole bunch of possibilities that she could die, like a whole bunch of reasons that how she could die and how and this. And we were like, well, there's no way she can survive, but we can at least try. So we tried, and it was like a miracle, basically. But to tell you the truth, most of the family believed that she was gonna make it because she is a strong person. They really did believe that she was gonna make it. That's what happened yesterday. And yeah, I think I have some pictures and some snaps that I can show you.